What's up, y'all? Listen, today marks 1 month of me owning my Jeep SRT. But listen, I have bad news, y'all. I have really bad news. The Jeep has been damaged, bruh. No. It wasn't my fault. I did not crash the car or anything like that. Just know it was out of my hands. I'm gonna explain later on in this video how all this damage that occurred on the Jeep happened. But before we do, I'm gonna show y'all exactly the damage that has been done to the Jeep. Take a look. What is the car missing? Yeah, the splitter that came with the car when I bought it. And look, if we zoom in a little further, look at that. If this zip tie is not here, this whole thing is hanging down to the floor, bro. So when this accident occurred, it ripped my splitter down, ripped it off of my front bumper, and in the same process, it ripped the front bumper off as well. That's something I have to get changed. I already ordered a new front bumper, waiting on it in the mail right now. Next up, the inner fender liners, bro. You see this right here is cooked. It got all ripped up and all that stuff. I ended up having to cut some pieces off so that I was able to drive 20 minutes back home safely. We need the fender liners so that if anything does occur while I'm driving, it doesn't puncture. I think that's the windshield fluid. Fender liners on both sides, okay? This front bumper here is gonna run me around $800. And that's not even to get it painted, bro. Painted probably gonna cost another, I don't know, probably $300 or something. Let me know in the comments down below how much you think it will be to get just that bottom, this front bumper painted. And on top of that, I'm gonna have to get the stripe right here redone for the new front bumper so that it matches what's on the hood. So it's a little bit annoying, but yeah, of course I'm gonna try to PPF the front bumper too. I don't know how long the paint will have to sit before I could get it PPF'd, but I know there's a whole process with that. And I'm not sure if after I get the front bumper painted, do I PPF it, then put this black stripe, or right after it gets painted, put it on the black stripe, then PPF that together. Let me know in the comments down below which one. Next up, I'm gonna show y'all. I won't be able to get underneath the Jeep right now. I'm gonna show y'all the parts underneath the front bumper that got ripped up as well. So first things first, this part right here. This is like an airflow something. I don't know. It's something with airflow. I believe this right here cost me a whopping $360. $360 for this black plastic piece, bro. When I searched it up, bro, I was pissed the fuck off. Because are you dead ass right now, bro? Are you serious? And I'm gonna show y'all the other part. This right here, I think it mounts to the front bumper underneath still. That was like 100 something. So not that much, but this part pissed me the fuck off. Why is it $360 for that black piece, bro? Oh my gosh. The fender liner, I never explained, that will cost me around, if I remember right, $260 on the driver's side and $100 and something dollars on the passenger side. Correct me, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong in the video, but something like that. It's ridiculous. One side costs way more than the other side. This piece right here, it was part of my splitter. The splitter is gone. I was not able to recover it. I literally drove back to the area that the accident occurred when it happened, and because it was, which I'll explain later, the way it was, I could not find it. This side has damage as well. I had to cut up some pieces as well because bolts were stuck in areas and all the tabs got out for it. So I'm gonna need another fender liner for over here. And that's like I said earlier, $100 something on this side. But I'm glad that the damage was not as bad as I thought it was. After doing a good examining of the car, even though it costs a lot of money, I'm not as mad. I almost forgot to mention, there's one underlining damage to the car, and you're about to hear it right now. The car did not sound like that. It literally sounds like a little clown car, bro. It sounds like a clown car, dude. It's ridiculous. So I ended up buying that as well. That cost like $30, but I only bought one. The car has two. So I'm gonna end up changing the horn myself at one point, and we're gonna see if it works. If it doesn't work the way it's supposed to work, I'll just buy another horn. All right, y'all, so now I'm gonna explain to y'all exactly how all this damage occurred on the car. Imagine you're at a stoplight, which I was, right? It's raining, okay? Not that hard though. It's raining though. It's been raining like that, not that long, but I wasn't worried. I was driving. Where I'm driving, right? Where I'm driving, there's a straightaway. There's no cars coming my way. I'm the only car going that way. I'm driving the speed limit, 40 miles per hour. And all of a sudden, the car lunges forward. I get pulled forward, okay? It seems like I hit something, bro. Come to find out, it is a huge puddle of water. Like huge, right? The way the road is set up, there's like a dip, apparently. I'm not familiar with the area I was driving with, but there's a dip in the road. It goes back up, right? That water filled that road up, so it looked like it was just a straight little straightaway, right? There was a huge shin-high puddle that matched up with the road, so I thought it was just a straight path ahead. It ripped my front splitter off, destroyed all the pieces underneath the front bumper, pulled the front bumper down, and did all of that damage, bro, to the fender liner and all of that, bro. I was pissed off. If y'all can imagine how pissed I was, it was ridiculous how pissed off I was, bro. Number one, this is a public road. How does flooding even occur like that, bro? Mind you, it hasn't even been raining that long yet, and there's a huge puddle in the road shin high, bro. Destroyed my splitter, pulled off my front bumper, and then at this point, it started pouring even more. During all of that process, I was trying to figure out how am I gonna get all this stuff up and out the way so I could drive 20 minutes back home. Luckily, and I say luckily, I think God just helped, just had the right person there at the right time. Because honestly, I don't know what I would have done because I had no tools in this car. All my tools are in my G37, bro. But anyways, a guy pulled up, offered to help me, gave me a ratchet strap, all that stuff, got all that stuff. Then we had to cut off a piece of the fender liner, cut off pieces of that piece of the parts in the trunk that I showed you so that I could get it off the car so it's not hanging and all that stuff, so I can drive and turn my wheel without it locking up or whatever. Helped me with all that stuff. And mind you, it was pouring rain. I was absolutely soaked, bro. When I tell you, it's like I had all my clothes on and I just jumped in the pool. By the time we did all that work, I was soaked, bro. I was pissed off, wet. Car was damaged. It's just tragic, bro. It could have been a lot worse. I could have hit that puddle of water and it destroyed everything, and then I ended up hydroplaning, crashing into the wall. The car could have been totaled. That could have been one scenario. Another scenario could have been I end up crashing to another car. Thankfully, there was no cars around. So I gotta be thankful to God about that, even though it's a setback because all the money I'm spending on repairs could have been mods for the car. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I want to get a new louder exhaust, lower the car, all type of stuff. Now that's all put on the back burner, but it's fine because God doesn't put you through anything that you cannot get through. Okay, like he allowed me. I was already set up and I had a lot of money saved still after buying this car, so it's not like I don't have the funds to buy it. You feel me? I just got to look at it that way, that God ain't put me through nothing that I can't get through. Okay, now it's just all a waiting game, waiting on all the parts to come through and getting the front bumper repainted and all that stuff. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Have y'all ever been in that scenario while you're driving on the road? You couldn't tell that there was a full flood puddle of water and you just kept on driving, and you know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? It's like hydroplaning. Sometimes when you're driving on the highway, you don't see all that water and then you feel the car move. You feel me? That's literally the exact same scenario, but it was so much water that it just masked the fact that it was a puddle and it looked like a straight road to me. All the parts are coming in soon, I think. It's just a waiting game. That's another reason why I haven't done no POVs, because honestly, after all this happened, I just didn't want to drive the car much. Y'all understand, if y'all got cars or whatnot, if anything happens to the car, you just don't want to drive it no more. That's just how I am. I'm not trying to, I guess I'm a weirdo, but let me know in the comments down below. I got some new videos coming out for y'all soon. By now, the kill switch video should have dropped. POVs will be coming soon after I get the car fixed. So look out for that. I appreciate all y'all that took the time to even watch this video, because yeah, this is just a setback and it's annoying. Let me know what mods I should end up getting for the car at some point. I'm gonna have to chill out, stack up some more, and be smart with my money so I don't just go bankrupt from this car, bro. I don't want to go bank fucking rupt from this car, bro. I don't.
I declare bankruptcy!
Let me know some mods. I was thinking I might end up editing my stripe and adding like little purple stripes on each edge of the stripe. So since I already have to change the stripe anyways, I might as well just get it all rewrapped. In my opinion, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of exactly what I'm thinking about. But instead of the picture I'm showing y'all, it'll be purple on the edges and not pink, okay? But let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. Y'all stay safe. Y'all keep on grinding. Y'all keep getting that money, whatever it is y'all grinding for. Y'all got it. Pray to God, put it in his hands, and he will deliver. Facts, all right? I'm out of here.
I don't really care about nada. Young nigga popping a collar. She give me burn like a scholar. I shoot it up, but I won't be a father. Had a hoe popping a pill. She see me popping a pill. Shit like you know that addiction is real.